I had a teacher write in about a struggling student, and I think a lot of teachers out there can really relate to what they're going through. They write, I have a student who is constantly talking. They're up out of their chair frequently. Their friends seem to fuel their fire. And every single time I try to hold them accountable, they lie to every authority figure I send them to. And they do this to escape consequences. I've already tried going to AI, and every single time I go, they just give me ideas I've already tried. What should I do? Thank you for the question, and today we're going to be diving into exactly how we can get the most out of AI in order to give us something we haven't tried that might actually work. Let's go. Today is exactly one of those things that really makes teaching an unsustainable profession. The students that no matter what you do and what you try, they just don't seem to listen. So what I decided to do was to take our behavior prompts that you can find on our school community and plug it into ChatGPT using your exact scenario. But I have to admit, you were right. As soon as I plugged this prompt into ChatGPT, it gave me generic responses of things that I bet you had already tried 1,000 times. So what do? Well, there's two things that we need to be aware of whenever we're working with any AI model. Number one, the biggest mistake people make is stopping at one prompt. We need to follow up, and I'm going to show you in just a second how to do that. And number two, we need to provide as much context as possible. So let's do a follow-up and see if providing more information to the AI model can give us some better suggestions that might actually work. So what I ended up doing was I started to explain some situations as to why those original solutions would not work. So number one, I've already changed this student's seating a number of times. I have them as far away from the other students as possible, which only causes them to get louder. And two, it's constantly a problem. As soon as I walk in the classroom, they're already ignoring me and starting to misbehave. Now that you've provided this follow-up context, the AI model is going to understand the depth of what you're working with and the things that you've already tried that have not worked out. Now, I'm not going to say that every single suggestion is going to immediately solve your problem, and I'm not saying that the student is going to suddenly act like a perfect human being by implementing AI suggestions. But what I am saying is that if you keep prompting it and you're genuinely looking for a solution, it's going to give you some suggestions, new things that you can try that might make that student's behavior 10% better, or every once in a while have that breakthrough that is so essential to the learning environment. Now, what I'm not going to do is go through the list of follow-up suggestions it ended up giving you, but believe me when I say the second list of follow-up suggestions it gave was far more powerful. It gave particular phrasing suggestions. It provided some ways that you could tighten up your introduction so the misbehaviors aren't happening right away. And it gives a number of different suggestions of what you could try if they just continue to misbehave. The point here is that it doesn't mean you just have to give up or hope that that class just won't be their normal selves today, but instead it gives you some extra tools to put into your toolbox and hopefully improve the educational outcomes for all of your students. I know that being this level of patient is challenging as an educator. So rather than preach to you in this moment, I'm just going to say this. Thank you. The work that you do put forward for those challenging students on those difficult days. I'm Luke with Groovy Education, where we have trained over 250 schools on responsible AI integration. You can hire us by using the link in the description below. And if you made it this far, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like button. And if you know a teacher who's struggling with some behaviors in their classroom, be sure to send this their way so that they can get some help and make teaching more sustainable and learning more powerful. But until next time, see ya.